care. But that day I decided, never again shall I waste tears on a man. I'll never cry for a man again. If he wants to live, he shall live. Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, your YouTube channel. It's your girl Sinaza Saganga, your next door neighbor, the girl from next door. So today actually we're going to do a story time. Let me tell you something. I tried to vlog, guys. I was so under the weather this week. I did not go to work Thursday and Friday because I was so sick, and then on Saturday I actually drank something just to clean my stomach. Inyongo, the bile I had, But I'm so grateful. It's a Sunday today. I actually did nothing. I only cleaned the house. I went to buy my weekly meat at the butchery. Took my daughter out for pizza. She's currently sleeping now, so I am utilizing that time to tell you this story, because we need to take out something for the week. We know the weekly updates. It's either a story, a vlog, something is going to come up. But anyway, let's get to it. We're having boom. Yes, it's actually just dry wine. But I did put some ices, the ones from Pep, the one that you can refresh from Pep. Yeah, very cheap. So I want to tell you a story, guys, of how a guy got me arrested. Actually, he called the cops on me when I was at his place at night. So yet again, another story from the Cape Town varsity days, right? So yeah, I met the guy at Claremont. He was working at Claremont. I'm sorry if you think this story, if you are my ex and you think this story is about you, it's not you. It's you, but not you. So yeah, guys, so I met the guy at Claremont. I actually went to buy, laptop cleaners, right? So they had, and he was working there as an IT guy. So I went there and I asked about the cleaners and everything sharp. So as we're talking, he asked for my numbers, right? So he's like, no man, so that next time when you're here, you have the number that you want, not you want all of that. So I'm like, okay, sharp. Gave him my numbers. After I gave him my numbers, sharp, I went around Claremont just to shop. Already he was texting me, WhatsApping me, and all of that, right? Good night. He was such a cute guy. He was. I don't want to lie. He was cute. So yeah. So after that, he asked me out. We went. Yeah, we started talking. Asked me to visit him. Shop. So I remember the first time that right? What can I say? The first time I went to sleep over at his place. We went, I think we went after work. Yes, so after work, he came my side to pick me up. We took a taxi and we went to his place, which was at Khayelitsha at Cape Town. Sharp. Fine, everything is fine and all of that, right? And by everything is fine, we got there. First of all, the bed was one of those that you would put bricks under, so it does not have the legs. There were bricks, right? When you're sleeping, it's not comfortable, man. It's not a proper comfortable bed, whatever bed, right? He had a nice TV, flat TV. He had TV games. He had wardrobe that was falling, and he didn't have much clothes, and yet I did not understand why was the wardrobe falling and not being fixed or all of that. It was a room, but in a little room, and I call it, it's not comfortable, the paints, and all of that, right? And the guy is working, guys. The guy is working, so I just did not understand. So I was like, okay, maybe he needs some woman touch. Sharp. Fine. After that, I go to Belleville because I was staying at Belleville. He goes to work, I go to Belleville, he gives me some money, and when I get the money, I was like, oh, I need some new outfits, right? So before I even got to my place, I actually went to, there was a center where we used to buy return clothes from Mr. Price, and they would be like 15 rands there, 20 rands there, 40 rands there. As students, we loved that place. I forgot what it was called, but yeah. So I went there. So as I'm shopping around, I receive a call. Hello. Hi. Can you please break up with the father of my child? You are breaking a family. Didn't you know that this person is with me and all of that? And I'm like, what? No, darling. I'm like, I'm not aware of such thing, and I just saw him. He didn't mention that. I didn't see anything. I'm so sorry about that. But then yeah, so but then she messed up when she started swearing at me. Then I was like, no, don't get me there. If you need to swear at someone, swear at your boyfriend, not me. I was not there. I'm not aware. He did not tell me that. I saw nothing. That says there's a woman in there. Okay, so fine. Okay, after that, and she was sending me even texts and messages, even the calls and all of that. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna speak to you because you're being rude to me, right? I'm willing to speak to you, but only if we just have a conversation, but don't be rude. I'll also not be rude, right? So I screenshot the messages and I sent them to him. He calls. It's like, no man, this person, we broke up and we don't have a child together. I told you I have one child, one daughter. She's not pregnant. We do not have a child. We broke up and all of that. I'm like, okay, fix your things with her. Then yeah, we will see later on, because I'm not about to be that girl. Okay, I let him. I use the money that he gave me. I buy the clothes. I go to Arresred Belleville. So I've got to Belleville, fine, I'm good, I'm okay. Later on, he's calling again to explain. I'm like, you know what, it's fine. I think 2-3 days later, again, he's been calling, he's been reassuring me and all of that. And the girl is no longer calling me. I did not block her, I did not whatever, but she's no longer calling me, she's no longer threatening me, she's no longer swearing at me. So I'm like, okay, maybe they spoke, they sorted it out. Okay, it's good. Sharp. So we started dating. It started being very serious. We will always be together, and it's actually the guy that I told the story with, whereby most of the time I would, even though I had a room address, but I would be at his place, right? Yes. So we started being serious and all of that. We date. So as a girl, guys, I'm like, this guy is getting paid, because he was an IT tech at his work, and after that he will come home and fix people's laptops, fix people's TVs. Like, he was that guy, so he was very handy, and people would pay him for that, right? And he will still get paid at work, right? And sometimes he would have customers from work that want to pay less, therefore he would do those as side jobs, you see. So he had money, so when his salary came, a lot of things he could have taken care of, right? So as a girl with ingqondo, I started be like, you know what, let me handle your finances. So I'll be like, give me the money, because he was willing, guys. He would give me money. We would go out, we would buy alcohol, we would set dates and all of that, right? And he would still have money. I was like, okay, give me the money. Gave me the money. I think I first bought him a bed. We bought bedding, a new bed, bedding, painted, got a TV stand, got a bar fridge, got a new wardrobe, got pedestals. Oh, the room looked absolutely amazing. Oh, his mother loved me. So I think the mother just loved the fact that she could see a difference at whatever is going on, right? Okay. So when we are done with that, I was like, no, don't worry. The money that you were giving me anyway, let me save it. Saved the money, saved the money, saved the money, saved the money, right? During this time, guys, he was driving a scooter, and we would drive from Cape Town to Bubble to with the scooter. I was the girl at the back, bambi umuntu wam, like this, with the helmet on. If you went to varsity with me, don't start with me. Do not, and don't remind me of other things that I don't want to know. Oh, guys, Mara, love is such a beautiful thing. So I was that girl. Yeah, so I started saving up money for him. Midway, well, I'm like, no, man. Instead, what we're going to do is you're just going to buy a car with this money. Save it. I gave it to him. Let me save it to you. Then you're going to buy a car. That was fine. Really, so I think we saved around 35 to 40,000 rands, right? Saved even more, so that he can, and then he started with driving lessons. Got his learners, got his license, and yeah, started driving now. We bought the car. I think the car was about 30-something thousand rand. Bought the car, and that is when hell broke loose. Waqala wasisifebe umfana. Wasisifebe umfana. Now I'm starting to realize, oh God, no, things are no longer the same. Now I'm in this relationship alone. Like, he's busy, he's got a car now, so he's busy, he's charming people around. He is that guy now. Okay, no problem. So this particular day, he's like, I'm like, as per usual, I'm like, okay, no, I'm coming, I'll take a taxi. And he's like, no, man, I'm still busy. And I'm like, no, it's fine, because I had the key to his room already a long time ago. I had the key. Took the key, and went to his place. When I got there, no, I think I did not tell him that I was coming. But it was one of those days that I would usually just be there, right? I did not tell him that I'm traveling to his place on all of that. So I got there. When I got there, I got there first, and I sat, and he comes in, and he's shocked. I'm like, why are you shocked? Hey, he goes in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Comes back and tells me that I need to go home. I'm like, go where? Like, no, you need to go because I'm busy. I have someone, now I'm going to do and I don't want to anymore. Guys, it's at night. It is at night. I'm like, no, I'm not going anywhere. As you can see, I stay very far. And ngizorojwa, guys. So I must risk my life just so that you can have a girl over, because now you don't want me anymore and you want your new girlfriend. I'm like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. He goes out, goes to his mother's place and the sister, and tells them that Mina, I do not want to break up with him. I don't want to go. And he has moved on. He's found someone else and all of that, right? The mother is like, how? Kanjani, because we are also not aware of that. She has the key. Her things are still here. Everything. So when is this now happening? I'm like, oh, so now you see you have elevated. You think you have elevated. You are seeing. It's okay. It's okay. So the mother is like, no, come sleep at, I must go sleep with her at her room and let him in his room and whatever, sleep with the girl. It's okay, I'll wake up tomorrow and then I will go back to rest, right? And all of this time I'm just crying and crying and crying. I'm not shouting, I'm not making any noise, like nothing. I'm just crying because I just can't believe that this is happening now. Fine. So I'm like to the mother, no, I can't sleep with you. I'm not going to do that. If he wants to go sleep with the girl, he can go somewhere else, but now I'm gonna sleep here. Tomorrow I will wake up with my things and go. And then he's like, no, that's not going to happen. He literally handles me and tries to push me, drag me out of the room. And I'm like, no, what you're doing is wrong. Fine. He gets out. When he gets out, he went only to find that they, together with the girlfriend, because the girlfriend was in the car all this time, they actually went to call the police on me. They went to, I think, about 3 or 4 police with some other woman, because I remember speaking to the woman, right? The woman comes into the room and I'm like, hey, police. Like, you get jelly. And the mother is so disappointed. She's like, but this girl, Snazo, has not done anything. She did not break anything. She did not shout. She did not swear. Why are you doing this? Like, the mother was on my side asking the son, why are you doing this? You know she's always whatever, and all of that. The guy did not care. Do you know what the new thing you do? The girl did. Oh, the guy did not care. I cried and cried and cried, and then the girl was like, you know what? We're gonna have to take you with us to the police station, right? And then he's like, no, I don't want her to get arrested. I just want her to leave. I just want her to leave my place and all of that and all of that. So the woman is like, where do you stay? I'm like, I stay all the way from Belleville. I remember that police woman looked at him and then looked at me again. And I was like, I don't mind going, but the problem is we know how dangerous Khayelitsha is. I can't, and I'm not going to get any transportation. So how am I supposed to live from here to there? And I don't even have money for Uber. Like, it's very far. I can't. Right, fine. Let me pour myself another glass of wine. This one is finished. Okay, thank you guys. I got my glass of wine again. Yes, it's full. Like, I don't do those quarter wine things. It's just, no, I'm not about that. I want to get drunk more than the aesthetics. I'm not in some restaurant. Simply. We are gone. Oh, guys, I keep forgetting. I look at the screen instead of looking directly to the camera. I keep forgetting, but we will get there. Fine. So now I'm speaking to this police woman and she's asking me all of these things and I'm answering her. And then I decide, I'm like, no man, if you police can help me out, I have a sister who stays in Khayelitsha. I think at the time she was renting at Ndlovini. Yeah, Ndlovini is Hokin in Ndlovini. So I think that's where she was renting. I take my phone, I started texting her, calling her, everything, and she was on her way from work. Alright, she's like, no ma'am. So I asked the policewoman, can you please take me to her place there, right? And they're like, do you have any things? I'm like, my things are full. My clothes were full in there. My shoes were out. Our pictures were still on the stands. Like, guys, everything. I'm like, no, it's fine. I'll come fetch everything another time. As long as I can go to her now, it's fine. I can sleep at her place. I'll wake up tomorrow and go back to Belleville. I go to my cousin's place. Awuvuvu still is. She still listens to my shit even today. Guys, even today, whatever I'm going through, I still call her, I still text her. Like, she's number one to know whatever is going through. Like, my diary, it's her, literally. Fine, I go to her place. Yo, guys, I was crying. I was devastated. I cried as if I lost someone. I cried as if someone died. I was crying. I don't remember being driven to them. I don't remember what route they took. I don't remember whether I sat in front or the back. I do not remember. But I remember getting to my cousin's place. I remember I could not eat. I cried and cried and cried. We stood up. The whole night. I could not even sleep. I would, like, you know when you're falling asleep and just wake up and then you cry over again? That was me. I think I was like 20, 21, guys. I was so young. That was me. That is the day I decided I will never, ever waste my tears on a man. I do not care. But that day I decided, never again shall I waste tears on a man. I'll never cry for a man again. If he wants to live, he shall live whichever way. But rest assured, I know what kind of a girlfriend I am. So you will remember me. You will miss me. You will miss the small things that I like to do. You understand? But that day I decided, I cried. I cried even for the following men that are coming, that are going to hurt me. I was like, let me cry. Let me cry already. Just so that for the future, I don't cry again. I cried that day. I cried. I woke up and my cousin went to work. I also woke up and then I went to my res, right? When they went to my best friend again and told her the story, she couldn't believe, with the roommate. They could not believe because I think a few months back, I was actually breaking up with him. And he was pleading with everyone. He was even calling them and all of that. But I was like, this is it. Like, there's no way that he's going to call the police on me and then still get back with him. No, it's not going to live. He shall live whichever way. But rest assured, I know what kind of a girlfriend I am. So you will remember me. You will miss me. You will miss the small things that I like to do. You understand? But that day I decided, I cried. I cried even for the following men that are coming, that are going to hurt me. I was like, let me cry. Let me cry already. Just so that for the future, I don't cry again. I cried that day. I cried. I woke up and my cousin went to work. I also woke up and then I went to my res, right? When they went to my best friend again and told her the story, she couldn't believe, with the roommate. They could not believe because I think a few months back, I was actually breaking up with him. And he was pleading with everyone. He was even calling them and all of that. But I was like, this is it. Like, there's no way that he's going to call the police on me and then still get back with him. No, it's not going to happen. Sharp. A few days later, after I've cooled down. I'm like, okay, no, I've cried enough. I've been sad enough. And it was not even, I think it was like 3 or 4 days. Let me go get my things. And let me show him, go to know, now it's done. So fine. And I remember, guys, I took a train. I did not even have money because he was giving me money, so he didn't give me money now. The money goes to the new girlfriend. So I took a train from Balbo, went to Kayelicha, went off, and I got there. I remember, guys, when I was going there, I even bought unomgana, like those Scottish bags, big Scottish bags. I bought those just so that I make sure everything of mine fits. I went there. When I got there, I still had the key, right? So I knock, no one answers, and then I open, because I knew at that time, because it was during the week, I knew that he's at work. I did not anticipate that the girlfriend is there. I did not. So I opened for myself. After I opened for myself, the shock of my life, she was there. In bed. She was in bed, and so I got in and I greeted, very nicely, very demure, very respectful. I greeted, I'm like, hi, how are you? I'm good, and you? No, I'm good. I'm sorry, I thought there's no one. I just came to fetch my stuff. And the girl is like, oh, okay. I can see by the look she's giving me. I think maybe she thought I'll fight her. I'll start, oh, girl. No, I've always been a classy woman. I am sorry. In those of shout and no, I've always been a classy woman. But step on my toes. Once you get me to that place that I need to put my hands on you, there's no stopping me. But there's one thing I won't do. It is to shout. It is to shout back, swear, everyone to say, no, I don't do such. I quickly. So I'm like, I'm sorry. I just came to take my stuff. There's nothing more that I want. all along she's busy texting the guy. Oh god, she's here, yo, she's going to beat me up, or yo, she's gonna fight me. I'm like, I'm not that kind of a person. So I packed everything off mine. I packed and packed and packed and packed it, made sure it is there, and I went back to, and then I gave her the key. I'm like, oh, so wait, this is the key that I had, I opened with. Here is it, everything is here, I've got my stuff. Thank you, I'm so sorry again for disturbing you. I was not aware. And that was it. And then I went my way. And a few weeks later, the guy, I don't know, a few weeks later, I think the guy again like tries to text me. I answer just to show him good. No, I'm good. How are you? No, I'm good. No, man. You? I think actually not few weeks, few days. Yes, few days after. You came to fetch your things. Yo, she was so scared. Thank you. But I told her you're not that kind of a person. You were, and I'm like, oh, okay, no, I'm good. Is that all you wanted to say? And that was it, right? And yeah, then I was blocked. I was, yeah, all of those things. Just to think, he called the police on me. And the fact is that I remembered this story because, and then I think, yeah, a few years after, he called me. Actually, he did not call me. He Facebook messaged me on Facebook. He was like, no, man, how are you? Hope you are good. Where are you? I would like to take you out. I just want to speak to you. And I'm like, oh, sorry, I don't stay at Cape Town anymore. I moved to Joburg. I got a job at Joburg, so I moved to Joburg. He's like, oh, okay. That was it. Again, few years, I think 2 years later, again, he's like, hey, how are you? Can I please have, it's ho from Dontoni. Can I please have your numbers? And I'm like, you know what? Mina, I move on very fast. I gave him my numbers. He WhatsApped me and he's like, hi, how are you? Hi, I'm good, and you're good. So we have those small talks. Where are you? No, I'm in Joburg. You're working? Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, I see you have a child now. Yes, I have a child. She's this age now. I think it was last year. She's 2 years now. Yes, she was 2 last year. She's 2 years. And I'm like, because when I met him, guys, when I met him, he had a daughter, right? And the daughter, he was not maintaining the daughter. He was not seeing the daughter. He just had a daughter with an ex. That was it. And there was nothing that we could talk. I'm the one who started that relationship with his daughter and the ex. I'm the one. I made sure that money was sent every month. Oh, shame. I hope that he continued to send the money each and every month even after I left, because I hate men who do not take care of their children. I hate men who do not spend time with their children, right? So I started like sending money to the mother. Oh, she would call me and say, Ish, you know, I have a problem, 1 2 and 1 2. Can you help? I'll be like, yes, I can. Or, Ish, I'm sorry. And she never took it personally when we like, no, we cannot. Unfortunately, how about we do 1 2 3 4? She was always willing and always willing to communicate, especially with me, because she did not want to communicate with him, but wanted to communicate with me. With all of those things, I made sure I spoke to the mother. He started going to see the daughter. I made sure that he buys, you know, when you go see a child, you buy things, you buy sweets, you buy chips, you buy a toy here, all of that. And I'll be at the car outside, like, go see your daughter, like, spend time with her, ask if she can come visit you and your family. So I'm the one who actually started that relationship, and yeah, hopefully it went on. So by then, and I remember when I left, when we were speaking, he was like, I think like months later, he's like, no, the girlfriend is pregnant. They're going to have a son and all of that. I was like, kudos, because I think I dated him for like 2 3 years. There was no way I was falling pregnant, guys. I had a child when I was 30, and when I was ready. If you ask all of my ex-boyfriends, they will tell you, no, I was not ready. And I will tell someone, I do not want a child now. Until I was 30, I was like, okay, no, I want a child. I had a child. After that, I closed again. I'm like, I'm not having a child until I am 37, 38. I'm now 33. So Yes, like guys, we can plan those things. Like, yeah, not saying mistakes don't happen, but they will happen. Saying plan, you understand? So fine. Where was I? Oh yeah. Oh yes. So I told him, no, I'm not met Joe Baggy and all of that. How many children do you have? No, I have one. How many do you have? I think he said at the time he has 4 or 5 or 4. The 5th one on the way, but it was somewhere like that, right? But I remember if it was 5, it was 4 baby mamas. If it was 4, it was 3 baby mamas. Okay, and then also had a girlfriend that does not fall within this category here of the mother. So I was like, you dodged a bullet, girl. You dodged a bullet. You dodged a bullet. So we're talking and all of that. What are you doing? Tell him what I'm doing, what he's doing, and all of that. Yeah, and then we went quiet for some time. And also I realized, Tukode, again, he would block me. He would block me again and unblock me whenever he wanted to talk, and block me again, or like it was those funny things. But then I would ask, why? Because maybe this one does not even know about me. It's been over 5 years, 8 years, 10 years maybe. So why? Yeah, it's been over 10 years. So why am I still getting this? Why? Like, is this one also going to complain, or maybe just going to complain that you're having another girl on your phone and you can speak to and all of that? Good. So yeah. The worst of it is him calling me December time. I think it was around December. Yes, December. He's like, can you borrow me some 2.5 to 3,000 rand? I'm at home at Eastern Cape and my car broke down. I need to fix it. I was like, I have it. I was like, no, oh, unfortunately, I don't have that kind of money. I can't even afford anything because the kids are here with me for holidays. I went to take them. I need to bring them. Like, I have nothing. Nothing. Okay, don't come for my singing. I already can't sing. So, yeah, imagine, guys. Like, I was Bob the Builder. I built him from bed to a car. And he called the police on me. Oh, guys, that's the day that I decided to go to never again. And believe me, I have never cried over a man. I've dated men after him. I think 2, 3 with my... No, actually 2. Like, I'm a long time dater. Like, it's very rare for me to date or meet someone a week, month, and we break up. I date for a very long period, we break up, long period, we break up, right? So I remember after him I dated another one, and then I dated my baby daddy, then broke up with both of them. So yeah, only had 2 relationships after him. So yeah, yeah, guys. So while you are being Bob the Builder, please make sure ukuthi you are secured. Oh, and guys, I hope I never cry over a man the way that I cried about him. So anyway, guys, please like, subscribe. More stories coming from me to you.